We ended up at this dude's house, and we ended up both naked in a hot tub, and we left the hot tub.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Rogan and RuneScape. Today we got Ian and Croc starting us out. We got a lot of RuneScape talk. Croc tells us about his experience getting the quest cape, and he's 18 quests away from that. Ian also has a story about getting 2 pets, motherfucker. Him and Ian go into some technical details here, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. And at the end of this, I have kind of like a little special funny thing at the end. I'll go ahead and tell you part of it is a Mike Tyson's cock cover. It's not great, but it's a Mike Tyson's cock cover, so they're never great. Also, I apologize about my mic. The gain was turned up like way too much. So I did what I could, but it won't happen again.
What up, gangsters?
What's up, what's up?
Hey!
What are we sipping on, boys?
A vanilla Coca-Cola.
And we got a I got an ice cold Bud Light that's just calling out my name. I can hear it. Krusty, please.
Other than cold beers, personifying cold beers in the freezer, what else is good?
Dude, at work today, it's so hot outside. I'm so fucking tired.
It is getting so fucking hot. It's ridiculous.
It's like muggy. It's so humid, man.
But you know, all this heat has me locked in all day. Just grinding away
At
on
the escape.
You
At the
best believe
escape.
it.
The most
yes.
addicting game.
Right? So I've been doing some quests myself, and you know, it's finally coming true. I'm finally getting closer to finishing up all the quests. Right now there's only like 18 more quests that I need till I get the cape. I guess next week it'll be 19 because they're adding the Kingdom Divided quest. Hopefully that doesn't like slow me down significantly. I also have a bunch more 70s and even some 75s that I need to get before I'm fully ready to do all the quests. But yeah, I did get a big ass milestone done, even 2 just today. I finally got the recipe for disaster finished, which
Boy.
Yeah, what a quest. Give it up for him.
Hell yeah, dude. RFD.
it's big, right? It's huge. It's one of those things that everybody says is like a goal that you should have for your account, right? To get
It's
those
the
fucking
RuneScape
Barrows
quest
gloves.
to do.
Yeah.
It gives
And
you the
it's-
best item.
For a long time. For a long fucking time. I mean, plus 12 attack and defense bonuses in like all the combat styles besides magic, which it still gives you plus 6, and also plus 12 strength. I mean, that's pretty sick. It's like the best in slot, right? Is there anything better?
I mean, that's the best overall glove, but for like melee purposes, they have the ferocious gloves, which are plus 16 and everything, plus 14 strength. No defense stats. Minus 16 range and magic because they are melee gloves.
Right. Interesting. How do you get those? It's not a fucking quest, is it?
Nah, you can from the Hydra leather.
Hydra leather.
So Hydra drops them, so you can just buy them on the G.
Hide your girlfriends. Hide your kids. Hide your leather.
They gloving everybody out here. But yeah, like I said, I finally got the Barrows. The quest actually isn't that bad. Like, it just takes forever because there's so many fucking subquests. But most of them are pretty easy.
You, did it piss you off? Like, how bad did it piss you off? Like,
the thing that pissed me off about it really was just the like requirements for the subquests, right? So like certain subquests had other quests as requirements, and then there's a few level requirements. The highest level requirement I think was 70 cooking, which you need
Terrible
for
to get. Terrible. As an Iron Man, oh my god, that shit took me forever, bro.
I can't imagine. What did you do? Fishing?
Yeah, I did fly fishing, and I did carams to get to 70.
Okay. I heard somebody say that you can also make wines for
Yeah,
like
but
quick, easy
that's too much
experience.
hopping worlds. I'm not trying to do that.
Right. Someone did just recently tell us that. A little pro tip,
Yeah.
which I didn't know. I took advantage of all those fish that people would drop outside of Barbarian Village. You know that fishing spot?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like an unlimited fire. So
Bro,
just like,
you are. Don't even tell me you did that. Please don't tell me you did that.
I
That is like
did.
the most
Not to 70, but I did that to the
inefficient
50s.
way I've ever heard of in my life.
not to 70. No, eventually I went to the house of Hosidius or whatever, where that guy's like snapping on you, like, hurry up, guys, keep cooking.
Don't even tell me you did the mess hall.
With the swordfish?
The mess hall where you make the pizzas?
No. Where you like, so say you have the skills bracelet and you go to the woodcutting guild and then you like go north a little bit.
Okay.
Isn't that the house that you unlock with Hosidius favor, so that you can cook in this house? Let me see.
I do know that
are you
there's a
talking
house
about
like
the house
that.
with the ranges in it?
I just don't know what the name is of it. I'm looking at.
There's a chef there as well, right?
Yeah, it's just a regular house.
Hosidius unlock. That's what it is. The Hosidius
Okay.
kitchen.
I didn't know if you meant like you were doing the mess hall for XP, so you were just cooking on those burners.
Because you burn less. I think it's like
Yeah.
10% less things that you burn, right?
Right, and there's a bank chest right there. I think that is what it is. You burn it less.
Yeah, I cooked there as well.
I didn't
think-
mind it.
But the
I
cooking
actually
gauntlet,
enjoyed it.
it's
Like, it's kind of mind-numbing, but just like at the same time, there's something like rewarding about knowing that you're gonna eat those sorties later.
Right? And it's crazy like how you can do like 1,000 per hour. Right?
Oh,
like
man.
it's so much faster than fucking fishing them. It's it's insane.
you know what? You could actually do 1 tick carabwams, and it's like a mil an hour XP.
Jeez.
But you have to click each individual one on the range and like hit cook.
Okay,
So you're doing
okay.
so much clicking, but it's literally one. It's like around. I mean, if you're doing dead ass perfect.
You
clicks,
want to hear?
you're
You want to
getting
hear
a
some
million an
insane
hour.
fucking clicking bullshit? Some insane clicking bullshit. Mr. Artilli, my buddy who's in the Discord, right?
Mr. Artilli.
A homeboy got to 58 herbalore just cleaning herbs. He
What?
never made a single potion.
He probably
And
made so
told me-
much money, dude. He probably made so much money.
He told me that it took too long to just click it and let the like inventory do itself.
Uh-oh.
So he clicked every single one of those damn herbs to get the whole
Honestly,
inventory done.
Hey,
Cracker
reckless
Barrel.
speculation.
Applebee's. Watch
Reckless
out.
speculation.
Applebee's dishwashers. You guys better watch out, because we got a new cleaner in town. This guy ain't playing around. Don't leave any plates, herbs, any grimy plates,
Yo, they're
grimy
hiring
bowls or
too.
cups, or you better pick up things around your room, because you leave Mr. Artillery on there. You got a clean room when you get back.
Yeah, but other than that, other than grinding up to 70 cooking, I think the worst part was the actual Cullimancer fight, because it's like 5 bosses in a row, right? And one of them has that same mechanic that the like Dagonoth Mother has in Horror from the Deep, where it changes colors and you have to like cast different spells or use range or melee against it. And when I did Horror from the Deep, I got out of there with literally 1 HP. This time, the bitch got me. The bitch got
Horror
me. She
from the
killed
Deep?
me.
That quest is fun. That I enjoy doing stuff like that. That's what makes a game fun. Just sitting here and watching my dude kill Dagonoths are not fun. Switching, having to switch magic attacks while fighting a boss, switching melee gear, and then range. If you want to be tryhard and you want to do all 3, that is what RuneScape is all about. That is what is fun, dude. That shit is cool. Not just clicking and watching your dude get good RNG hitting with a whip. That shit ain't cool, man. And clicking your inventory, like, nah, you gotta being interactive, like doing all that shit. That's what I find fun. Like, that's why I enjoy doing TOB and raids and shit like that, because it's like your gear switching, you got so much shit going on. You gotta
It's
like
engaging.
yeah, it's very engaging, like
it certainly is the like skill part of the game, right? And I think I'm not quite fully there. Like I said, the one time I did die one time.
that's
but
what you
other
should
than
look
that,
forward to. That's what's fun, man.
There we go. I just was so butthurt from the death that I couldn't quite get over myself. But
that's how
you're
like
right.
future
That is the
content's
fun
gonna
part.
be.
Yeah.
What if instead of YOLO we made like Jad shirt, like fire capes, shirts that said you only die once instead of you only live once, you only die once, and then it had like a Jad reference.
Not bad.
Why wouldn't
Yeah.
you should have like an Iron Man on there. Like the hardcore Iron Man.
Ooh.
In the wheelchair,
See?
but the one in the wheelchair.
Oh yeah, right. And if maybe taxing, maybe we could talk to Carson about modeling for it.
Like, that's what makes my hardcore so much fun. Like I honestly like I played my main account the other night. I'll talk about that later. But it just wasn't. I did TOB on it, and it was fun. Don't get me wrong. TOB is like my favorite thing to do in the game. But
Hey,
like,
what about this?
Just having
hardcore, hard cock.
Ooh.
always
You know?
lightly chub, because you never
Hit 'em
know if
with
you're
it.
gonna die. That's what makes the hardcore so much fun, dude. Is I could die at any moment. Like, dude, I pushed my account. I killed Sarachnis at like 94 combat just to see if I could do it. Just because I'm like, oh shit, if I die, everything I just grinded, however many hours I just put in, is just wasted because now I'm about to just be a normal account. And it's just like, I wanted to do it just to see if I could do it. And dude, that shit was mad fun. Like, I almost died. I got 2 kill count. And dude, I even had a fucking Ironman standing outside of the room. And I asked him, I'm like, yo, is this your world? He's like, nah, I want to watch this. And he watched me get a kill with the dragon mace. I shit on that fucking bug.
Wow.
Yeah, he took time out of his day to watch you, man. That's pretty impressive.
He literally stopped. He could have hopped worlds, but not. He literally stood there to watch me kill it. And dude, that shit had me bumping, dude. My adrenaline was going. I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to die. Like shit. Like I'm watching my health. I got like so much gear that I don't even like potions and shit. I don't even need. I don't even have bruise unlocked, so I'm literally only using Karams. I think at the time I didn't even have defense potions.
That dude was probably waiting for you to die, like
yes,
for a DC. Like,
because I asked him so he could see the red helm. I asked him, so he knew. He knew what was up. He knew I was risking it. And dude, that shit was exhilarating, bro. That shit was so hype, dude. I'm like, oh my god, edge of my seat, dude.
But yeah, so that was good. I got that done, and then of course the follow up to Recipe for Disaster, the immediate next quest that you do right away afterwards, Legends quest, baby. I got that fucking white ass cape. I was so disappointed when the stats were worse than the Obsidian cape. I was so fucking disappointed because I wanted to swag it out and show it off. But right, it's only +7 on all the defensive styles, where the Obsidian cape is +10. So there's no point in actually using it. But
does it have offensive stats?
No, just defensive.
Jeez, I never even knew that, to be honest. I've never even worn it.
There you go. Like I said, I wanted to flex it. I wanted to show it off, but there's no point. I mean, just to show off at this point. Just going in naked with just the Barrow's gloves and the fucking Legends quest, baby, or Legends cape. That's me. If you see somebody doing that in RuneScape, it's me.
Yeah, that's what actually, you'll be the second person. The streamer, I think his name's like Rigando, I think is something like that.
Yeah. But it's like French. It's like spelled French, where it's like RIGUX something.
Yeah, he plays
I tweet at him a bunch.
Yeah, he plays like old school, like before all the updates. So like his cape, he uses a Legend Cape when he does barrows, and he uses an Obi shield because they didn't have defenders back in the day. So he uses an Obi shield. So he actually wears the Legends Cape all the time because he grinded barrows before he got a Fire Cape.
Wow. Speaking of which, that's another thing that I've been doing recently. Mr. Salty Nick himself talked me through how to do barrows. We just kind of like went through it one night, and I've been like kind of grinding it at the end of the night. Like as I'm getting ready to go to bed, I'll just do like 3, 4, 5 runs just back to back to back. And it's a lot of fun, man.
You grinding Salty Nicks before you go to bed?
You best believe it. Me and Salty Nick in
2
there.
to 3 times.
It's hard to fall asleep if you grind Salty Nicks before bed.
I'll be honest with you. I haven't been having any trouble sleeping after I grind Salty Nick. It's been the most restful sleep I've had in months.
I
believe it. He's probably a side sleeper, honestly. I bet he doesn't even sleep.
He might not. I don't know how it feels for him. I can tell you it's restful for me. While I haven't gotten any of the barrows pieces yet, like I got a couple of those fucking bolteracs, but those are like worthless, right?
Right.
I did get a fucking elite clue scroll. And it's the highest level clue scroll I've ever gotten. I think I've only done like 2 hard ones. So I was hyped on this. I was so fucking ready. But then I think the second or the third step, I think, was to use a black salamander in the Fighters Guild. And you need 70 attack, 70 range, and 70 mage.
And the black salamander was like, "Hey, dog, I'm busy right now with my children."
Come back to me
essentially.
When you
and so I had to find something to fill the time, right? And so I grinded out like 5 levels of mage with just high alking. And I learned some useful strategies. Like I did it all in a day, which was, probably a bit too high. But the thing is though that when you're doing it, right, the items that you want to do is they all have buy limits, right? So the items that really give you like the big profit, they all have buy limits. Like I think the ones that I found that most consistently for like a relatively affordable price give you the best profit are the d'hide chests or the d'hide torsos. And you can only buy 70 of them every however many hours.
4 hours, I believe. 6 hours, something like that.
Most likely. And that's just a huge pain in the ass. Like, I don't want to think ahead. I just want to do. I don't want to think ahead and, like, pre-purchase all of this. So, I figured out that the item that you use as, like, the in-between, the filler, is the Onyx Bolts E, the enchanted ones.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause they cost like 8k something, and they give you 9k for each high elk. And yeah, so it ends up being, I mean, they cost like 8,500 something, 8,500 something. So ultimately, you do get like 200-300 profit after you subtract the cost of
GP?
the nature rune. Yeah.
Didn't we figure this out though? The rune arrows were also like incredibly high profit, like a couple hundred GP.
They're like 270 per high elk, but you have to subtract the 185 that the nature rune costs.
I ain't doing
for the high elk. So it ends up being like 90 GP. So actually per high elk. So the Onyx Bolt Tips E are a better source of like the whatever. And the buy limit on those is 11k. So you're not doing 11k high elks just like that. I spent the whole day and I did like 3.7k high elks, and my brain was about to turn to soup. Now I think that there's like more passive ways of getting the
Salty Nick.
Oh, dude.
oh. Okay, I think that there's more passive ways of doing the high alking. Like, I saw some people say that if you have a Bluetooth wireless mouse, you can actually just keep clicking it while you're in a different room than your computer. Because if you get it on the right spot, you can just, like, screw off and do your own thing.
That's pretty interesting. So the clicks pick up and register, but not, like, the movements.
Exactly, right? Because you keep the, like, sensor in the air so that the mouse has nothing that it's like
moving
what I think against.
Though? I think crusty ass OSRS is like moderators, a system or whatever. I mean, as slow as they are with bringing new content, I mean, I'd imagine you still get banned. Like, and then when you try to appeal it, they're like, all right, yeah, we're processing your appeal.
Right, like they fucking go into your hardware to find out that you have a Bluetooth mouse, and that's what you get banned for.
Why would they be like quick about it? I don't know. I feel like if you were to get banned, you would just get banned because it would seem like something was wrong, and then it would take a while for you to get unbanned. I have like thought about that though. Yeah, man. Yeah, we're doing a little potteroony.
And
This Parker's out here raging because of balloons tower defense.
Of course,
you
like
said Parker's raging because you ran out of balloons. Nitrous balloons. So give them to me.
Like 2 steps later in the fucking elite clue scroll, I need to go to that island from Dragon Slayer 2. So of course, all the more reason to keep grinding the quests and try to get that bitch done.
That's what DS2 stood for. I thought it was Dick Sucker 2. DS2. Damn, I was prepping for this way wrong.
Yeah. Well, there we go. We have Mr. Salty Nick here himself, so maybe he can tell us a little something about DS2.
S2, what's the S2?
The PS2. It was
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I had one. Or no, I had a PS3 actually. My bad, not PS2. Maybe I did have a PS2. I can't remember. Well, PS2 was like a little small rectangular or square box, but it was like very, very thin. What?
It was like a credit card. It like fit in your wallet.
Look it
up. It fit in your wallet. It was more of like an earpiece type of thing. You could answer calls. It could answer calls.
Dude, really. No, I had a PS2. Yeah. Okay.
An answering machine.
I had a PS3. And they looked a lot different, but yeah, I had a PS2 when I was like very little.
Dude, PS2 was fucking OG, bro. And like, see, people were sleeping on this if you didn't know, but the fat PS2 before the slim one, it came with a network adapter thing in the back. So it was like a little piece of plastic that you pried off with your fingers. It was a cover for the network adapter. Most people didn't even touch it because they never really used their PS2s for online, but you took off that cover and you could plug in a network adapter. But if you didn't have a network adapter, it was like a big ass, it was like a passport sized storage right on the back of your PS2 that like your parents would have never thought to go in. It was perfect.
Dude,
nice.
I don't know. I remember like the difference between a PS2 and a PS3 just like pretty vividly, like just the physical appearance.
Yeah, one worked out more than the other. Took care of themselves.
Yeah. I used to play what's it called? Alright, Call of Duty Big Red. I used to play that show with my dad on campaign mode on the PS2. I remember my dad like never played games with us after that, or really me, but I played Big Red with him.
He just blew him out of the water nonstop.
Yeah, he was like, man, fuck this kid.
No,
he's
bro,
a fucking prick. He's not even letting me win.
He used to play Halo and shit, dude.
Gets all salty.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the name comes from.
A long line of Nicks. Salty Nicks.
This dude Parker's like all like getting fucking mad. He's like, dude, that's my PS2. I'm pretty sure, dude. I had a PS2 in my room and it stayed there. Like, and you had your own, and you had a GameCube. But I remember I had my own PS2.
Like,
all I did was play Torak on it, dude. I had my own game of Torak.
Man, that's not even your PS2. Why are you even talking about it?
Yeah, I swear it's like that right now. It's literally like that right now, bro.
You act like it was yours.
Boys. So let's do a little recap. So, because we had a lot that happened recently in these past couple weeks for Juice, Croc, myself, but mainly the other two. So Juice, you not only got the what was it? The herb, not the herbivore. It was
The
Dagannoth pet?
farming pet. Oh yes, the Rex pet.
So you got not only the Rex pet, but didn't you also get a second pet?
Yes, I got I got Tangleroot first, and then I went and
That's
I'm trying.
nuts.
Yes, I'm trying to farm the bottomless bucket. I do not have it on my Iron Man. I'm currently 46 kill count. Still don't have the bucket. Trying to grind that out, and I'm killing Hespori. And if you guys don't have this feature on your game, you guys are missing out. Do you get when you get a new item to your collection log, it has like a little drop down box at the top of your screen. Have you guys seen that?
No.
Nah.
Can you, like, take a
If you go
screenshot,
into
maybe?
if you go to your settings in game, you go to all settings. It is under the chat settings. It goes to collection log, new additions, underneath the notifications, and you hit pop up. And when you get a new item in your collection log, at the top of the screen, a little box will come down and it'll say new collection log item, and it'll tell you what it is. So I'm killing Tangleroot, and I see that drop down box, and I'm like, yes, the bucket. And I'm looking, and I don't have the bucket in my inventory. And I got the fucking pet standing behind me, and I thought it was someone else, getting ready to kill the boss. And then I realized it was mine, and then I started freaking the fuck out, spamming everyone, because the farming pet was sweet. I tried to get it on my main account. I gave up. I'm like, fuck it, I'm trying to do farm runs. And I got it, and I was so fucking hyped. And then, no, I'm not even kidding, within the same hour, dude, I went, and I'm trying to still get the Berserker ring. Right now, I'm currently 268 kill count. I do not have a Berserker ring. I have seen 4 Warriors rings, 3 Dragon Axes, and 2 Ring of Lives. So I do not believe the Berserker ring exists. But I'm killing Rex, and I see the little collection log thing. I'm like, fuck yeah, Berserker ring. And I look on the ground, and there's nothing. There's bass. And next thing you know, I got that dumbass rock standing behind me, and I'm like, oh my god, freaking out because I got my second pet in an hour.
That's sick, man.
So
that RNG is
unheard
almost
of.
unbelievable. I
But
mean, if
listen,
somebody
this
just
is even
told
crazy.
me about this, I would
little
call them a
eerie.
liar. But I saw the posts. I saw the fucking victory laps that you posted in the Discord.
yes.
It's a little
I
creepy, a little uncanny there.
I posted them to Reddit as well. But the even crazier thing though is the night before I was on my main account. I haven't been on them in a while. My buddies hit me up. They're like, "Hey man, let's run a TOB." I was like, "All right." We had a 1-death TOB. Kind of frustrated, it was a trash death. So I'm like, "Great, we're not gonna get a fucking purple." Next thing you know, purple my name, second purple ever, 111 kill count, 111. I'm
Too
like,
bad it wasn't on
yo,
that hardcore.
yeah, too bad it wasn't on the hardcore. But we're sitting there, we're talking about it, and before we did it, we did not discuss the split before we started doing TOB, and I was running with 2 Ironmen, and it was just me and my one buddy, the main account. So we're like, all right, it'll be a free-for-all unless it's a scythe. And I fucking pulled the scythe, my second purple.
Damn.
So I pulled the scythe, and so yeah, that was my my Monday night. And then on Tuesday, I got 2 pets.
Jesus.
But I have this is crazy though. I have a theory though. I have a theory on Jagex.
Dun dun dun.
So
You do.
This is where it goes deep.
Yes, this is my theory. This is why I believe I pulled the scythe and I've received the 2 pets. This is why I believe. So about 2 weeks ago, my buddy was blowing me up. My IRL buddy was like, yo, man, I know this. I got this dual arena scam. It's not even a scam. It's like this thing. He says that you can't lose more than seven stakes in a row. He's like, it's impossible. He like had this crazy spreadsheet. He's like, you cannot lose more than 7 stakes. And I'm like, bro. I'm like, no. I'm like, bro, that's a lie. I'm like, trust me. I'm like, my account sucks at the dual arena. I'm like, it's not worth it. Him, on the other hand, he's doing it, and with his method, like, so he would bet 1 mil, and if he loses, you know, he would do 2 mil. If he loses, he doubles that to 4 mil, and so on and so on. Yeah. So, you know, he's like, all right, if I'm like a 6 losing streak, I'm gonna chuck like 60 mil because my chances are more likely that I'm gonna win. And he was just getting lucky enough that he was winning those stakes. And I'm like, bro, literally that doesn't happen to everyone. I'm like, you're just lucky at the duel arena. I'm like, that doesn't work for everyone. And he's like dead ass set on this. He's got like a 2-bill bank. So I'm like, all right, whatever, I'll go. So I'm like, I'm not using no money on my account. I'm like, you have to give me, you know, like 20 mil, and I'll use that 20 mil, and we'll go from there. He's like, all right.
Smart.
So he gives me 20 mil. You know, next thing you know, the method is working for a little bit, you know? And then I start losing. The RNG on my account starts to hit. I start losing. And he's like, oh, no, dude. Like, you're doing good. Just keep doubling up. He's giving me money, and we're just flatlining. And I'm like, dude, like, my stomach's starting to hurt. I'm like, dude, let's get out of this. I'm like, I don't want to keep doing this. He's like, no, let's go. So we're going, and I'm losing. And he's just giving me money. He's giving me money. We're doing like we're at like 200 mil. Lose. He goes to the bank, sells an item. He's like, yo, chuck this.
Fucking rookie numbers.
Well, no, it's a long story. You'll have to hear the first part. But
I missed the whole thing. Never mind.
But listen,
get back to it.
So he's going at it. He's like, no, man, you're gonna win this stake. I'm on like a 6 losing streak. He's like, you're gonna win this one. We're doing like a 500 mil stake. Lose. I'm like on a 7 losing streak. He's like, he goes and sells some other shit. He comes back with like 600 mil. He's like, dude, throw this up. You're not gonna lose. I lose. I'm like, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, stop. I'm like, why are we? I'm like, stop. Like every time I'm like, dude, stop.
Why are we even doing this?
I'm like, yes. I'm like, I didn't even want to do this in the first place. He's like, dude. He's like, you're gonna fucking win. And he sells his Tebow, and he gives me a fucking bill. He's like, yo, chuck this. You're gonna win.
No.
Yes. And I fucking go in the stake. I hit the motherfucker 1 time. I did all zeros the whole fight. I'm still currently on a 9 losing streak. We lost
everyone listening, you don't ever go full retard, dude.
Ever. I was telling this guy. No, I know him in real life. I was telling him, no, dude, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Did you like at least get a blowjob out of it?
No.
If you asked me the question, I asked you the question.
So, you know, fucking we lose all that money, and then he just gets like, he's asking me to sell my shit. He's like, bro, you're gonna win. I'm like, I'm not selling my shit. Fucking it. He's like, dude, he's like, you're bailing on the method. Yeah, dude, he's like, you're bailing on the method. He's like, that's why it's not gonna work. I'm like, bro, you're crazy. So I've been dodging him, like I haven't been bailing on the method. Yeah, like every time I log in, he's blowing me up, like, yo, sell your Tebow. And I'm like, eat a dick.
Fuck
you know,
you. How about that? Yeah.
So I keep logging out, and then, you know, it's been like I said, it's been 2 weeks, and then I hop on my main account, and then I just felt like Jagex and the universe had a conversation. They gave me the scythe, and I ended up giving him my split. It was like the site sold for like 586 mil, so it was like
that's it, dude. I paid like 900 mil for mine.
I sold for 586 straight up, no other change, no nothing. So I gave him my split, and then fucking next thing you know, I got the 2 pets the next day.
Well,
so I believe that is fucking. That's my theory right there.
Fucking cat.
So you think Jagex is in cahoots with the universe? And
Possibly, dude. Something
Okay.
aligns, dude. Because how does all that happen? I get a fucking scythe to give my dude money back, and then I get 2 pets within an hour on my
Right.
Iron Man that has nothing to deal with that.
it could be like kind of like the Truman Show. Like we could just think that RuneScape is just a game, but what if the Jagex like moderators are actually the creators of the universe?
And that's exactly what I think happened with my goddamn elite clue scroll. They saw, okay, he's on the 6th step. He's probably about to get the fucking casket. Boom, DS2, bitch.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I got 2 quests left, three quests left before the Cape, and it's going pretty good.
About to be one more next week, bro.
Fucking AIDS, dude. Fuck mornings and part 2. That quest was terrible.
The quest helper though don't make it too bad though.
No, it made it awesome, but I had to bank like 3 times to get food. It was so bad.
Nice. Yeah, I'm doing Morning's End 1 right now.
Oh, on a scale of 1 to 7, how fucking never mind. That's a bad scale.
Cool.
Yeah, I've heard Morning's End can be a pain in the ass.
The first
gave
one's
up on
not
my
bad.
scrolls.
The second part is fucking real dog shit.
Yeah, I kind of gave up on my scrolls. Like the elite ones. I still have an elite and a hard in the bank.
Dude, that's what
Not
you should
done,
work
man.
towards.
Got like
That
You
should
should
be
have
your
quests
goal.
done so that you
That's
can
your
use
goal,
them.
man. That's how you progress your account. You're like, oh, I can't do this step on this clue. Let me go do this quest. Like Krusty did. He raised his magic level. Now he's doing DS2. He probably wouldn't even do DS2 unless he had that clue telling him to do it right now.
Exactly.
I got
So-
like Sons of the Father and Song of the Elves.
Dude, Sins of the Father, I did on my Iron Man at like 85 combat. Literally the hardest quest. I almost died 5 fucking times. I
How
got
do you-
5
Hold on,
HP.
hold the fuck on. How do you almost die 5 times? Does that mean you died 4 times?
No, I had to teleport out. Like I had less than 10 HP. I had to teleport out.
Oh fuck! I didn't know, man. I was just wondering if like Mike Tyson was in there just slapping you in the face with his cock.
With his cock.
Yeah,
Nah, not yet.
turns out he
Going
was
for the KO or the TKO.
big
One
KO,
day he
TKO.
will. One day.
DKO.
DK.
Tip knockout.
Let me
Yo,
get this.
I want that Logan Fall
Bow.
fight, dude.
Yes.
It was
dude.
awful, dude. We
Dude,
watched
he
it
he
live.
grew
It was
up like
so
30 minutes from where I grew up. Just
Sick.
So do you think that
Not sick.
So are you trying to challenge Mayweather next? Is what we're hearing? Is
Done.
that
done.
what-
Bring it, bitch.
Let's go. Come on,
I'm
Mayweather. You ain't got
I'm
shit against
pretty
Mayweather
confident.
against Rogan and RuneScape. What's up, bitch?
Rogan and
I have no
RuneScape's
training. I'm
own.
pretty confident I could beat the shit out
Juice
of
box,
Logan
bitch.
Paul, dude.
See, look at that, Mayweather. Look, we got 2 Rogan and RuneScape's own baked and Rogan and RuneScape's own Ian coming in, like calling you out, bro.
Let's
Calling
get
you
it.
out.
Yeah,
Let's get
Ian's like a 5'7" twig, dude. It's a bad
I'm 6
time.
foot. I'm 6 foot.
Bro, he's
I'm
probably taller than
6'5",
Mayweather.
dude. If I get 275 pounds of blue-eyed soul, I'll fuck Logan Paul.
Oh, okay. All right. So then maybe you should fight Logan Paul, and then maybe Ian should fight Mayweather to
Oh,
make
you
it
should
more
fight
fair.
Jake
Yes,
Paul,
and
dude.
in the ring at the same time.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
That
And
would
no-
be crazy.
No prayer.
Are we really gonna avoid the one subject though, dude? Because that's I think
about
I've
his-
quit crying about it.
He
How
got
about his OnlyFans?
he got knocked out, and
that?
Mayweather called him.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? Is there an OnlyFans? Does Mayweather have an OnlyFans?
Yeah. Like,
And
what
what's
is it?
on
Is-
there?
Is he the bank for
He did get a
OnlyFans?
fucking OnlyFans hat.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was wearing
he
an
did.
OnlyFans hat. I seen that.
His dick
Yeah.
is not. It turns out I subscribe to Floyd Money Mayweather's OnlyFans. His dick is not as big as Mike Tyson's.
He's actually a big advocate for women's liberation. That's why he was wearing that in solitude. So,
That makes sense now.
Yeah,
Now I'm
it-
putting the pieces together.
yeah, it kind of went over my head at first too. I just had to think
It
about it for a
didn't go
minute.
over my head. I subscribed to everyone's OnlyFans, and it turns out Mike Tyson's cock is like 3 times bigger than Floyd Money Mayweather's.
It has its own weight class.
It does. It's a heavyweight.
Guys, on a side note, I've never noticed this. I'm cutting gems right now in RuneScape. When you cut a gem, he spins it in his hand.
What are you, Adam Sandler?
He spins the gem. I've never seen that.
You be's Halloween.
Cut
Carrying
gems?
around
What
a
is
thermos, cutting gems and shit.
Dude, that is a terrible movie.
it? Yeah,
It
people
wasn't
talk it
that
up.
bad.
I think Rogan
People hype that movie up.
they're like, oh my god, he's not just a silly character in this. And it's like, well, you know what? I just put it on for background noise so people around me wouldn't hear me getting fucked up like it's right. So they wouldn't
Turns
hear.
out I'm actually not retarded. I'm just a little bit retarded. And I carry a thermos around with me everywhere.
Do you think people would question like your ability to do things if you just
And
had
fucking
like
that guy that was a
thermos?
firefighter on 9/11 ended up being the bad guy.
What if you just walked around with your name like pinned to your name to your shirt with a thermos? I don't know if anyone would ever question like it's like, hey Trevor, could you pick up never mind. And they go to the next person.
Don't fucking patronize me, dude.
Hair combed over.
Dude,
Yo, don't dog the hair comb over. I comb my hair over.
Well, I mean, you
My
guys
hair
are just
looks
lucky you can
sweet,
comb your
dude.
hairs over.
In fact, my hair looks so sweet. I was chilling today at the one place, and the fucking one lady that works at the one place, she was like, "Oh, you need to come in here with your hair not combed over so much, and just
Combed
do
over.
it out."
What the fuck?
Dude, listen,
She's been used to seeing that
don't
his hair been
patronize
combed
me.
over and fucking deprived of sleep.
We ended up at this dude's house, and we ended up both naked in a hot tub, and we left the hot tub.
Doesn't surprise me. I
Crusty
ain't gay.
cock. And I'm sorry, Carson. I know you're not gay.
Yeah.
I would totally do butt stuff.
Yeah. I already had.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's gay.
No, it's
And
not.
I'm not gay, dude.
On the
It's
contrary.
it was pretty fucking straight, dude.
Oh, okay. Well, if it,
Yeah, no,
if
like
it-
straight butt stuff.
well, if you're the one that's evaluating it, then everything's okay.
Well,
then.
yeah, exactly, dude. That's what I'm saying. It's straight butt stuff. There's no qualms about it. It's nothing gay.
No in between.
It's
fucking
only
straight.
gay if you label it gay, maybe.
Yeah,
gay
it's
if you
only
think
gay if your
about it.
underwear are down.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'll keep it up. My dick can fold through the flap, and it'll be fine.
yeah. The little flap in
So,
the boxers.
yeah, it's no big deal.
Dude, those go
But I-
pretty hard, ain't but the law.
Yo, Krusty, when we sending up arrows together, dude? When you doing those?
Like I said, I usually do them at night, but we can do it whenever, man. I would love to run a couple laps.
I'll send one with you.
Well, I just saw
The
Mike Tyson's
news
cock
today.
today. It was big and black and loaded with a lot of veins. Mike Tyson's cock, big and black. Scary
You
with
started
one
before this
eye
song even started. Hold on,
and
dude.
drooling on itself.
Oh my sack.
Alright, this is where you come in, mate. Go ahead. I'm just the rhythm, you're the lead. Go ahead.
I forgot. It didn't start yet, did it? I think we got one more thing.
Alright, we're almost there. What's this, a fiddle playing in the background?
I gotta turn this.
Is it a lyre?
Yeah, it's a little
A
bit of
pan
fiddle in
flute?
there.
Alright,
Oh
here we go.
shit!
Skin
it's
flute.
Loud as fuck now.
Oh wait, no, we're still
Like
not it.
angels heard. Stuck
under
my
those
car.
heavyweight shorts.
My eyes are lazy. I've been drinking.
Came in my sock.
He's like, hey
Oh
man,
my
don't
God.
bite his ear.
I had one too many.
Oh,
I'm a pure kid.
Brother. with Mike Tyson.
Wide
Wide open.
Mike Tyson.
It's staring in my
Mike
face.
Tyson's car.
Don't
Tyson's
be
car. It's big
Alright,
and
somebody else
big.
take over.
It
I
drinks
get
a
that.
lot of
I get that again.
creatine.
Named after a tiger.
Wait, hold on, right here. Wait for the drop. Somebody take it over. Got it.
Dude, you've been waiting to take it over for the whole song.
Wait,
You're taking it over, dude.
bake.
Somebody take it over.
Rusty.
Is this a pan flute? Since when was a pan flute in Creed?
What the fuck happened to this whole song? You guys
I
were
don't
supposed
know.
to do the thing.
This is terrible. We suck. Mike
Mike
Tyson's
Tyson.
car.
Yo, hey, Bake he actually thought you were about to play the lyrics. He's like, wait, they're gonna say the words and nothing's coming. He's like, wait, next line.
Wow,
Nothing came.
You know what? We're done. We're done,
yeah.
We can't do this anymore. One Direction is making us look embarrassing.